So you're finishing up high school, and the thought that we all get, college. Should we go? Should we wait? Should we not go? There's two different routes you can take. You can either be a sheep, just like everybody else, and go to college right away, and just fall for the programming that everybody should go to college after high school. The second option is you can not go and pursue something else that doesn't really enforce having a degree. Well, I'm not saying that everyone who goes to college is a sheep. The people that just know that it's like people who just have that indoctrinated thought that that's what's next, the next step. And this is the thing, that this is what the average human being does. They go to college. And I'm not saying you're average if you go. I'm just saying the average person does go. Aren't people always talk about the security of college and all of that? People don't realize that. Here's the thing. You never actually know if you're going to get a job after. You're not promised a certain job with your degree that you're getting. 47% of people struggle to find a job which relates to what they studied in college nowadays. 47%. And I'm thinking that if you watch my channel, you're probably very different. You're not a sheep. You have a mind of your own. You can make your own decisions, and you actually want to improve yourself. And this is what it comes down to. You need to look at your life goal and your life purpose and just think, does this goal require me to go to college? Do I have to have a degree? Do I have to pursue this higher education in order to fulfill my goal? Let's say you want to be a surgeon, right? That's your dream job. That's your dream goal. That would make you happy. Then of course, go to college, go to med school, do all of that so you can fulfill that goal. Because of course, if that's what you want to do, then you're required to go to college, to med school, to get it, to be that. And another reason, which is probably the only reason I would go to college, is just for the social life. Because let's be honest, who talks about what they're learning in college? Who goes to people and tells them stuff about it? Obviously people ask each other what are you studying and all that, but nobody cares really. Once you realize that everybody has a degree nowadays because everybody's going to college, what makes you stand out? What makes you different if you have what everybody else has? What's been pushed on everybody else? You went through the same processes. Everybody, you're just like them. You're not different because you went to college. You're just all the same. The college people are the same as just the normal person now. They've been funneled down the government pipeline of mind control indoctrination, and they're made to go there to be indoctrinated further and to put into the worker system where they've already been made into workers, right? They need specialized workers. All right, that's what college is for. You become a specialized worker so you can go somewhere that is maybe more skilled or more in depth, so you can do your work better. The US dollar has lost 98% of its purchasing power since 1971. And when you work a job, what you do is you're paid, right? But it's obviously it's not the best, all right? You would rather be making millions on some fucking island and who knows where, right? Not doing work. Well, not doing labor, reporting to a boss, working the wagey kind of minimum wage kind of jobs, like McDonald's, whatever the fuck the norm is, right? There was a statistic a while ago that the Federal Reserve printed around 50% of its money in the last year. Never mind, I found it was actually 40%, but that's still an insane amount. And they just print it. Alright, they print money and they have you literally working for fucking $13 an hour. Compare that to what they've printed, 40% in the last 12 months, not from right now, last 12 months, but from the time it was made. You are working for such a minimal amount, essentially nothing. And with inflation still crazy, with our economy still shit, you're basically a slave. And when you think of the purpose of college, when you think of college, you gotta think of the purpose, right? To learn, to seek a higher education. You can literally find information about anything, anywhere, online. Because that's what the internet is. That's what being online is. It's just information flowing. You can learn anything you want. but you have to go study here, study this, or like read up on this for a piece of paper that says you know about it. Why do you have to pay all of this money, get into debt, and then have to pay it off after you're out of college and after you get a job, then to finally have nothing after you paid off all your debt for information that you could have looked up and learned more about if you really studied it? So literally any age, right? You just want to start thinking ahead. Think about how you want your life to be in the next year, next 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and adapt habits and routines and certain things to work towards that. And you have to be careful because it is your life. You can't let someone else make this decision for you. And the thing with me is I'm 16, right? I'll be going to college in 2 years? 2 or 3 years? If I were to go, alright? And the thing with is my mom, she, it's her life goal for me to go to college. She really wants me to go. She wants me to be secure in life, have a good job. But she doesn't really understand how modern times are. I try to tell her, hey, we're not going to be around. We're not going to be around that time to go to college. We're not going to be around. Alright? With what's going on in the world, with everything heating up. Alright? Ukraine's on the brink of a coup. Germany's preparing for an attack by Russia in Eastern Europe by February. And us in the US, we're looking at maybe a civil war soon. And I'm over here thinking about, do I want to go to college or do I want to, the thing is, your brain isn't fully developed until mid to late 20s. So why are you getting this massive decision dropped on you when you're not even an adult yet? Alright, so you have to really think about your future. Do you want to change the course of your life to go pursue this? And you don't have to go directly after high school either. You have time to figure it out. You have time to think about it, maybe pursue something before you try and go. I'm sure your parents wouldn't mind keeping you for another couple years, right? You have to think for the future. Watch my video on that. Watch my video on that. And just think, because you will have to make the decision eventually. It is a very big decision, so just start collecting your life, start collecting your thoughts, get on self-improvement, subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment, and think hard.